You got my song Inside Out? Chill out. You want to play that Inside Out? Leave bullshit me any longer. I-10 racing my headlights out. My ex-bitch keep me for last night. Inside out. Let's party for the last time. We ran away. Asked me to stay. Took me away. You know I can't stay here. You used to say I turn night into day. Everything was okay. And now you hate me. Inside, I'm feeling inside. You'll be killing me if you try to save me. In time, I'll be with you in time. But for now, you gotta deal with me, baby. I'm inside out. Let's party for the last time. Inside out. Pardon me for last night. I'm inside. I'm inside. I'm inside. They say, brother. They just said we can pull up to the Hit Factory, you know?
Hell yeah.
So for Reed.
Want at this little window?
Yeah, you about to. You should be right there. Oh, they might not even be there. Just park. Fuck it. Just drive and park like you been here. You hear me, brother? Tell that lady for Fareed. We locking in with Fareed.
And we're here with Fareed? Yeah. Alright. Let's wait at lacrosse.
By the seat, that one right there probably like 80. That's small.
Thank you. What's up, bro? Good. What's up, bro? Made it back. Good. How's it going?
They want to check out the studio, bro.
Pedro. Nice to meet you. White.
Right this way.
Studio A. Biggest room we got.
Wow.
Can't make it happen in this room, you should be delivering mail.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, too many.
This is crazy. We'll be here soon.
Legendary room.
Show them live.
Oh yeah, that's the
Oh, I did.
This room was originally built 1966. 1966. Our second studio.
Ooh. This is the only live room like this, right? Under the
Southeastern U.S.
That's crazy.
22-foot ceilings, 50 by 50.
They hold a whole band in here. Or just the vocal.
Right.
18-foot screen drops down from the ceiling. Had folks camp out and play PlayStation for a month.
Big in here, huh, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Got any questions? Just holler.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course.
This is crazy.
I stayed in here for like 2 months working on a Timberlake project. He didn't sleep. Yeah, the engineer didn't want to leave. He just wanted to stay. So.
Demo?
Yeah, demo. Yeah. But we camped out in here. Yeah, pretty much.
You walk through a bunch of rooms and instantly feel it when you go to one room and like, this is it.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, I'll have another tour. Somebody else comes in. This is it.
Yeah.
Different room, different feel. It's all about what works for you.
Absolutely.
Each room has a story and certain huge records that were recorded there. Trevor knows better than me, but Studio C.
Yeah, I mean, after 500 platinum records, you kind of lose track. It's all good. I always got space on the wall for more.
I don't see other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just show you everything that's open. Nobody comes out till nighttime. All the rooms have private entrances, private lounges, private restrooms.
That's cool.
Yeah,
And then that'll be a studio?
Back in the day, it
That's
was all,
bathroom.
Oh,
yeah, back
bathroom.
in the day, it was all very communal. Now it's like everybody's got their space, everybody's, you know, too cool to see anybody else or whatever. But we got a common area, which was the original room. So if people want to put it out there, you know.
Wow.
House gets 10% any deal done in the room. No idea what your musical influences are, but, you know, undoubtedly something came out of this room.
Oh, you guys are from Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
Our first gold record was done here. James Brown, I Feel Good.
Wow.
Holy shit, huh? Aretha, Daydreaming, Rocksteady, No Gifted Black, Wilson Pickett, Layla, Rainy Night in Georgia, Brooke Benton. Wow.
But the James Brown and Aretha, they were done in this room.
Yep, yep. Wow. Yeah, so that was nice.
Yeah, this room has a lot of history.
Yeah, this is old.
This is our first brochure. So this is like 67, something like that. So actually, this is where we're standing now. So this was the original room. That was the big room when it opened in 66.
That was that. That was it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the lobby.
So we back to my kitchen. My company never leaves.
Hey. Hell yeah.
Do my homework. This is the lobby. All you can see in any direction was just pine trees. Our phone number was Miami 5611. 65 years ago. Couple of records.
Bags in the kitchen.
Creed.
Like this soul. It's like one of the few rap shit I don't know.
That's actually the biggest selling record of all time.
Hotel California. Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's
Britney Spears.
Hotel California is the big one. That is one of the nice.
Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at over there. Hotel California.
Grill is number 2.
Oh, Eli would love this.
Wow.
This is Studio D over here. What's up, bro? How are you? Some cool facts here too.
This room was built in 77. At this point, we had a lot of like acts that would come in and would track in the big room, and then they would just stay and do vocals, and all the real estate would go to waste. So we decided to build another room because we had a lot of vocal-oriented stuff from Barbra Streisand, the Bee Gees, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Julio Iglesias, that kind of stuff. So we brought another small room so they can get out of the big room, come in here, and continue working. Next band can get in the big room. So we kept building studios. We're 7 now. So.
Wow.
This the room that you see. You ever seen that video where Tim and Jay-Z and
Dirt Off My Shoulder.
right,
Played him the beat.
And Jay-Z's like, I need to bounce, and Tim's like, bounce coming up, and he has like a jug of juice in his hand and stuff. That's this room.
Wow.
And the track he played before that, Ludacris took.
Yeah, yeah. When he was just like browsing through tracks on his keyboard, it was just all classic tracks that were placed on albums. Like Ludacris, Tim.
Damn.
Carter Tree.
Yeah. Let me get a picture of this real quick.
And I think there's a Nicki plaque too. Jason Derulo. You worked in here, right? You used to work in here.
Every room.
Huh?
Every room.
Every room, right?
But this one and the A room are my favorites. I made the most hits out of this one and the A room. I like F2.
That's a special.
E.
Every one of them's got so much room to record, bro. That's crazy.
People always ask me, well, you know, what's the difference of working here and I can just record at home? You don't feel like this when you walk in.
No.
Just like when you're on stage. Different, you know, motivation.
That's our head tech, by the way, Simon.
Sweet.
He literally fixes anything.
How you doing, bro? Nice to meet you, son.
Oh, what's up, bro? What's up?
Good, you look good.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Studio C.
Dang.
This one was built in 1972. A couple of records you might have heard of. Hotel California was done in here.
Oh, no way.
Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville
Oh,
was
man.
done in here. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell.
Yeah, this one was
Clapton,
really dope.
461 Ocean Boulevard. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
Wow.
Great for,
Carter 3 was done in here.
yeah.
Part of 3?
Versatile.
Daddy.
Missy loved this room too. Missy.
Oh yeah, Under Control. Cookbook.
Wow.
And Wayne shot I'm Single in this video. Shot that video in
I
this
love you, baby. Give me
Wow.
that. No, I love you. You good. Alright, babe, I love you.
History right here.
Check out the control room, guys.
Yeah, that's just our staff that's in there.
I don't even think.
Not that we come bum rushing your session.
There's a famous picture of John Lennon over this console. It's a classic Neve 80, 78. Old school, old school.
Wow.
24 of them ever built. There's like 12 still in existence. They're worth twice as much money chopped up and sold for mic preamps, for EQs.
Yeah.
It has a certain fatness to the low end. It's a very musical sounding console. The SSLs are a little bit crunchy and dirty or whatever, where this is really smooth.
Yeah. The Neve pre that everyone uses for their vocal chain pretty much came from this console. It's like birthed from this console.
Wow.
Man, this is motivation right here.
Really is.
So many bags in the kitchen.
This is the room we make Fareed pay rent on because he's here so much.
There.
I spend more hours there than home.
That's there, dude.
Damn, I'd be in here too. This one's nice. Yeah, this one's cool.
This is where that documentary was at, bro.
Oh,
This is one of my documentaries.
Studio F.
It's funny when you say documentary, there's been like a half a dozen of them from Bee
Yeah.
Gees to Jay-Z,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so I never know what anybody's talking about.
It's a good company with the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, these lights are nice.
Yeah, this Fareed room right here. This F. Is it F room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
F.
Fareed room.
Bird had this room for a while too.
Yeah, it's cool. I like this.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds good. This room is great for like banging out, man. It gets really loud. Subs in the wall.
Two 18-inch subs on the wall. We set up surround sound 5.1 monitoring or whatever. Nobody really uses it, but the urban stuff, 5 speakers is louder than 2, so.
Nah, I've seen Khaled blow a tweeter. I've seen Fire shoot out that horn.
On somebody else's session, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's the king of that.
First time I've ever seen that. I was like, wow. But nah, this is Studio F, man. It's a great room. I love it. Great console, duality. Super, super flexible, versatile. Control Pro Tools with it too.
And all the consoles have different characters, sonic characters, different kind of feel to them, but all the monitors are identical. So you go from room to room and you're in the same sonic environment. So it's not like you cut something in one room, you pop into another room and you're like, good Lord, what did I do?
Right.
You know, there's some continuity there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are original NS10s too in every room, which are hard to find now. They don't even make them anymore. You can resell the clones for a bunch of money.
up.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different feel. Like,
Yeah.
we did the Megan the Savage record in here, and they sent me the record and said, you got to put it in that room because that's the room. And I was like, all right.
There's so many plaques, I just miss them. I didn't even know that was a plaque.
Oh, I made a list the other day, and there's like 200 we haven't even ordered. $150 a pop. I mean, there's one plaque that's like, I don't know, 12 million or something, and they wanted like $900 for one of these custom plaques. It was like, I'm going to buy 200 $900 plaques? That's
Right.
insane.
Dang. This is awesome.
That's the plan.
Yeah, 100%.
I was here tonight that she was out in the sea room when she recorded this. Crazy.
You said you were here for that?
Yep. Savage.
Now, so this room, and the next room is probably my favorite. Like, in terms of
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, so far this one's, I mean, obviously what was that, the A, the big one?
A is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's like over the top. Like,
Oh, you can go this way.
I feel like I'd be wasting more time in that big studio.
Well, that's what it's all about. Wasting time, wasting money.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I got cats that show up 6 hours, 7 hours late for their session. They get here and do nothing for about 4 or 5 hours. Work hard for about 30 minutes, and then it's time for the hookers to show up.
Yeah. There's some crazy gems here too. Like, this is a Leslie cabinet for the V3 Hammond. Crazy stuff. There's like a Roland Rolex here and stuff.
So this is the central machine room. Basically, this serves the Neve room, the last room we saw, and the next room we saw. Everything is, if you want a tape machine, you want 2-track, Pro Tools, whatever, it's just plug and play. There's here a redundant air conditioner. One of them blows up, 2 will still cool the room.
Yeah, everything has to stay cold in here.
I want the F room for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, F is fire.
Dope.
Dude, this is
I
wild.
keep saying the same shit. Yeah, this is dope. Fuck, it really is.
Dude, the
You've probably
history.
seen that. You've probably seen that studio in that documentary.
The history, bro.
And a unique design too.
Those things are like airplane wings. They used to be on a remote control, and it would cantilever out over the room. And we would mount microphones on it for like drum and guitar overhead. But the problem was we used to have a remote control. It was built off like a garage door opener, a hydraulic, and people would dick around with it during the session or whatever. And one time it blew up and caught fire in the wall, so we took it away and locked it in place. Can't have anything nice. A lot of the jazz guys like this room because it's got, a lot of isolation booths and everybody can have line of sight and play at the same time. Wayne was in this room for 3 years. Yeah, exactly. You could see her on the floor. We built him a half pipe in the room. And he would skate and then jump on the mic and then skate. But dude was here for 27 hours straight, go home, come back in 3 hours later and record.
This is the first room that I met Slim in. When I came to the Hip Factory, this is the first room that I walked in.
Damn.
Studio next to A. A and E.
Dude, all the monitors are on 500-pound isolation springs. So they're actually decoupled from the shell of the room. So when you get a little too enthusiastic, the vibrations don't transmit to the next studio.
Dude, that is weird.
Scott Storch. The first room I saw was this room when I ever took a tour. And Scott Storch's whole setup was in here. He was in here for like 2 years, maybe more.
Yeah, no, it was like 3.
Yeah. But it was definitely decked out, MPCs everywhere. A lot of hits, maybe remember We Taking Over. They did a lot of it in this room. Danger, Marcello was in it.
Run It. We did a bunch of Chris Brown stuff. Before that, it was The Firm
Oh wow.
with Dre and Foxy
Wow.
Brown.
Yes, sir.
Actually, when we redid this room in 2001, when it first opened, we did Nelly's record in here.
Hot in here.
Hot in here. Pimp Juice. I think it was Nellyville.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. He come with his Mustang, right? Remember?
Yep. And the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
He was rocking the Band-Aid for a while.
Oh my, I remember that. That's crazy.
Did a bunch of R. Kelly records in here. Come in at 9 o'clock in the morning. They were still here from the previous day, shooting hoops in the parking lot, throwing dice under the building. Michael Jackson.
Yeah. The studio might not have all the like crazy lights and stuff.
We're here to make records, not enjoy a circus.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that shit's lame.
It has a
Yeah.
vibe. It has like when you come here, you feel like other records have been recorded here.
Yeah.
It's a hit energy.
Yeah, I mean, history for us isn't, what we did last year. It's what we did 50 years ago, 60 years ago.
Right.
Everybody's professional. We're the only studio with a full-time 4-person tech staff. So if something goes wrong in the room, they come in, they handle it, they get out. Not, we got to page somebody, or, we have to work around this or work around that. 23 people on staff. So it's a big difference in, somebody with a warehouse with, more money spent on neon than equipment.
Right.
There's also a whole warehouse, speaking of warehouses, of gear that you can rent that, over the years they've collected. So anything you can think of almost, we have that you can rent.
130 different microphones.
Yeah, the microphone collection is insane. You might use a mic that James Brown recorded on, or, you never know.
Or you have the option. You don't walk in and have one C800G set up, and that's good for every vocal style. Everybody's got a different flow. Everybody's got a different tone. Everybody's got it's completely different. So we've got the tools to do what's right for the job. It's about what's right for the project.
Yeah.
You got a chance to hear it? I sent him.
Oh yeah, no, I heard it. Listen
Pretty
to the
good,
stuff.
right? You remember lacrosse?
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm typically not an urban guy, but I dig the stuff.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I want you to check the stuff out, because he's been more in the pop, like that lane's wide open, and like the hip hop stuff that I heard from Fletch is like.
Oh, my last name's Fletcher too.
Hell yeah.
And I'm rocking the double XL, so
Let's go.
got some blood going there.
Let's go. We might be relatives.
Yeah, could very well.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, I'm happy you guys were able to.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Thank y'all.
This is awesome.
Of course.
For
You want
real.
to show them upstairs?
Yeah, I'll show them.
I mean, because that's if you're funding it independent or whatever. These rooms are great, but I got a couple of rooms that are cost effective to do vocal edits and tuning and stuff like that. Because I'm all about taking the money, but got to do what's right for the project.
Right.
We don't want to make people's first records. We want to make their 5th and 6th and 7th and 10th records.
Right.
So this is the lounge for that room.
Awesome.
Private entrance, 2 TV screens because you need the PlayStation and.
Yes!
Yes.
Exactly. Oh man, the Bee Gees predated T-Pain with that.
Seriously.
Oh yeah. We used to have to, whenever a tour came in or whatever, we'd have to take the pictures down and stuff. When people came through.
Right, that's right. So Saturday Night Bieber.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
Be careful.
I get that dough, homie. You just a ho.
Now, we got the hoops. My favorite is somebody comes in, spends 10 hours playing hoops, and gives us $3,000 to play hoops.
Yeah.
And then they want to take the basketball home.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you can have the basketball.
Keep the basketball.
We'll get one tomorrow.
Yeah, this place is huge.
26,000 square feet. Starting off as that one room with a pool table in here.
Blue Brothers.
So the name Hit Factory came from when they had joined
We are 100%.
Oh yeah.
That boy Red used to put his game up to this TV right here. play Call of Duty while I record. Free red. Free red. Y'all Fletch?
Huh, Fletch?
You go in there?
Yeah. This is Studio B.
Dude, I've lost count.
I did too.
This one has some crazy history too.
He went in there.
Oh. This is Studio B, man. Was it one of the older rooms here?
No, this room is actually, it doesn't feel like it, but the last room that we were in, this is the same exact dimensions. And originally what we did was we built the big room downstairs for tracking and mixing, and then we built this on top with the mastering lab. There was actually a vinyl disc mastering lathe in there. So what we would do is, you'd finish, you'd get done, you do the mix, come up here, master it, and you could actually take home a ref that night of a record that you recorded downstairs.
Insane. Hence the steps and like the connection. Like
Exactly. And then we put a 96 channel 4000 G plus in here, and machine room was across the hall by mastering or whatever, and all the cables were running here, and it literally went to like this door to that door. It was not like an inch left.
Oh, were there mains in here?
Yeah.
There were.
Yeah, but that was before. I mean, basically, they were a guy manufactured named Ed Long. But with the Augsburgers, with the technology advancing, the amplification, or whatever, everything got louder and louder and louder. So we had to pull the mains out, otherwise, they'd be bleeding into each other. So we pulled the mains out and just made it a cost-effective. Put a baby SSL in there, and now it's cost-effective. And the most creative part of making a record is finishing when you run out of money. So
For real.
how to make it work.
Great room too. I have great memories and great gear. Like SSL compressor, LA2A. Everyone slaps that on in Pro Tools now. The plug-in version, the LA2A.
Yeah, the thing is too. All of our rooms, we've got all the plugins, but we've also got the stuff the plugins emulate.
Right.
So you got these kids that are 10 years old making records or whatever, coming in here and go, "Well, it doesn't sound like the plugin." It was like, yeah, you mean the sound plugin doesn't sound like the gear.
No, for sure.
Just taking it all in.
Yeah, it's a lot to process. A lot.
Have you guys been to any other like large studio?
We went to Patchwork in Atlanta
Nice.
2 years ago, and then Paramount in LA. But
Nice.
I haven't.
this is way
Really?
bigger.
I have never
Yeah,
either.
they don't need you. It's just,
Yeah,
They did that without me.
Thanks
a lot.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Well, this is your first, man.
Yeah, this is
Well,
big.
there was a couple
Good
of
first.
decent-sized rooms, on a couple of the videos that are out there. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah, I did
Bro,
see.
That was in what was
LA.
that place in LA called
Oh yeah.
Blackbird.
That was
Blackbird
was,
Jazz
but
Show.
that wasn't like this.
Right. Well, nothing's like this.
No.
It was,
This is crazy.
but at least it had mains, and it wasn't,
Right.
Just like a
For sure.
it wasn't a table
Who is that
in an
with?
office.
It
or
was
something.
like one of
Who's
these
that with?
rooms.
Right.
They flew us out.
Oh yeah.
I forgot it was
LA has some cool studios too. Paramount's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a facility with this many studios
Oh, yeah,
on
this
this
is-
level.
Yeah.
This style.
This is like a fucking mansion.
It's not.
This is
Yeah,
crazy.
because it's not really a very lucrative business. There's an old saying that says, "How do you make $1 million in the studio business? You start with 5."
Yeah. Right. You're gonna burn through it.
Exactly. And gear and plugins, and every 5 minutes they come out, and everybody wants the newest, fanciest thing, and
Gear is expensive. Consoles are expensive. Mics are expensive.
But even now, I mean, consoles. It used to be like that SSL in the last room we saw when we bought it new, $900,000.
Right.
Now you can get them used for $140.
They just didn't want to put $1 million on the price tag.
Right,
you
yeah,
know?
$999.99. But I mean, a multi-platinum Hall of Fame producer once told me there are 3 things that make a hit song: the song, and the song.
Everyone's freaking out over Rick Rubin. There's like a viral video because he's just saying, "I don't have any musical training or technical."
It's true. I mean,
training."
I'm not producing records, but I don't either. And it's about recognizing talent. It's enabling talent to be as comfortable as possible, to perform at an elite level, and to demand excellence. There was a video of Tom Dowd the other day, who was by the one who told me that the hit the song, with a local band he was producing or whatever, and the guy was in doing vocals and came back in the control room or whatever, and Tom said, I got an idea. Instead of punching in and fixing it and tuning it, how about you sing it right the first time? Go back in the studio.
Crazy.
Wow.
You know?
Makes you think a little bit before punching in.
Yeah.
No, now everyone's on the punching vibes.
I mean, how do you don't tell Aretha, oh, you're gonna re-sing, oh, you're gonna punch that in, you're gonna fix that, what, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But back then it was on a reel, and you had to get it right, or it's a whole other take. And
you only had, at that point, 3 tracks, or 4 tracks, or then 8, then 16, maybe 24.
Yeah.
It's a luxury now to have 70 vocal takes and
Right.
comping stuff together.
No, but I'm glad you was able to come through, man. 'cause
Me too, man.
I heard,
I really appreciate this. We definitely gonna book some time here.
So are you independent now, or you locked in with somebody, or what?
We're on like a little 5-song deal right now with a little label called Undercurrent, and we're about to release our first one with them. And
Release it just a single or an
Single.
entire EP? Yeah.
single, but we're gonna do five songs.
5 singles.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the thing recently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the whole world changed with streaming.
It's like, what's the sense in dropping a whole EP? And you kind of want to build fan base and build momentum,
And then drop. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you had some stuff with some heavyweight features. I mean, Trippy was on something. Do you do something with Trippy?
I wish.
Really? I thought I spread something.
He
Was,
commented on this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just finished his last album here. He was here forever.
Yeah,
Kept working it.
they mixed it here too, right?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
One day.
Now you guys will be here real soon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Real soon. This is
We love it out
manifestation.
here.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to get distracted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in Mississippi, it's not like the roar of nightlife and
Hell no.
people, supermodels topless skateboarding or whatever down the street.
New Orleans
Yeah.
either, right?
Yeah, no.
So
No.
this is both.
So it's all about the focus.
Oh, there is mastering. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where we're going.
So riding through my city with it on. Flashbacks in there.
Yeah, I just get involved way back.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a picture of that.
Drizzy.
Oh, my boy.
I'm probably in here a lot more now.
Well, we call it mastering because when you hit Factory Ball criteria 22 years ago, we decided we were going to build a mastering.
This was my last song we
and
recorded.
then we couldn't decide on
Right
who
here in
the
this
guy
room.
was. And it sat empty for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, we tricked out the acoustics, did all the fabric. It's isolated. The room is floated.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. I finally convinced them to put something in here, and I think it was who was it? Who was the guy that was about the slate? It was like always talking about the slate.
Hershey.
Hershey.
Yeah, Hershey.
Yeah, and then we went and bought that thing, and it blew up the other day. And Simon tried to find the parts online because we were going to have to wait for them to send us stuff, and it was like a $25 part. It's built like a Fisher Price, It was crap.
Nobody uses the touch screen. You ever see the commercials? Everyone's like on it. Touch. No one does that.
Yeah. When you say floated, it's like cushioned to where it's
Yeah,
separated
well,
for
basically
vibration?
like the room downstairs, the Neve room, for instance. When we redid that, we dug 3 feet below the ground and poured a new foundation, and then we put 500 rubber isolation pucks, and then steel, and then another concrete floor. So it's basically concrete floor floated with rubber pucks, another concrete floor. So when there's a nuclear blast, that's the room you want to be in.
Yeah.
So no matter what you're doing in that room, it'll never bleed out in from the live room.
Wow. That's
So I mean,
crazy.
there's old stories. You can see some interviews and stuff like Black Sabbath laughing about how the Bee Gees had to stop recording because their amps were so loud and they were on the other side of the wall. Stuff like that. So
It won't happen.
they all hung out and whatever. I mean, they were all cool. It was
Right.
making records. It was
Right.
everybody comes in and does their thing. So
Yeah.
it was a different time, a different era.
Right. That's cool.
Now somebody's posse's going to roll up on somebody else, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a bad scene, and so I mean, even though I'm not I'm not big into listening to hip hop or whatever. I got to know who's beefing with who to put them next to each other in the studio.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is
massacre
crazy.
at the basketball hoop, and
Yeah, that's funny.
Ain't no way to tell who's beefing with who now.
Now I
Yeah.
have some clients that their first question is, who else is there?
Right.
I'm like, really? It's like that? Oh yeah, this is my cubicle.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Cold.
Some
Got
nice
one
one.
left. When you come back and make a record, the crew gets them.
Absolutely.
Right now.
There you go.
We're in style.
There we go.
I'm thinking it was some kind of
Hey, Bob Marley.
endorsement or something. You the Fila shirts everywhere.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Trying.
you never know, man. They might hit you up.
Dope.
That's the man.
Look at that.
What you got? Let me see. Good to meet you, man.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
It was good meeting you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You'll be back.
Oh yes,
Everybody
sir.
comes back sooner or later.
Absolutely.
Look at the cost. Just give him a minute to get back here.
Whatever, my brother, I really appreciate it, man. You take care, yeah, brother?
Absolutely. You guys too.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Fareed.
Drive careful. You're in Miami now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so that email, I would email him, ask him. There's a whole digital brochure because the prices change. Like it changes depending on if it's a label, independent, stuff like that. How long I'm